Ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam was probably a decent pay-per-view. I mean, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. I mean, I didn't see it, but from what I've heard, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Probably one of the more decent ones WWE has done in the PG era. Hopefully, they will stop doing the PG era because it fucking sucks. Now, on to the pay-per-view. The first match of the night was I'm not doing these in order, by the way. I'm just going on with what they have on the card here. The first matchup was Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston. And this one actually was one of the shockers of the night because a winner was not named because of interference by all the members of Nexus, meaning it was declared a no contest, and Dolph Ziggler still has the Intercontinental title. Hopefully they'll have this match on SmackDown where Nexus cannot do shit about it. Now, Melina defeated Alicia Fox to become the new Divas champion. Yeah, she beat Alicia Fox. Really not. It was an interesting match, but I mean, it was predictable because Melina comes off an injury from a really messed up knee, had to vacate the title in January, and she just comes back where she left off, the Divas title. It makes a lot of sense, WWE. Now, Big Show defeated the Straight Edge Society in a 3-on-1 handicap match, which again was basically a 4-on-1 with Serena at ringside. Now, the Big Show won via choke slam with Luke Gallows choke slammed on Joey Mercury for the 1-2-3. And hopefully CM Punk will end this Straight Edge Society crap because everyone knows Straight Edge does not mean you're better than us. It means you're a fucking idiot. Now, Randy Orton defeated Sheamus on disqualification, meaning Sheamus is still the WWE champion. And that is stupid because Sheamus is the WWE champion still. Kane defeated Rey Mysterio via chokeslam, but one of the more predictable things, and we all knew was some of us did, I knew, but the Undertaker came back from the dead for like probably the 20,000th time. I've lost count. But interesting though, Kane brings a casket for Rey Mysterio. Kane opens up the casket. His brother, The Undertaker, is in there. Undertaker and Kane brawl. Hopefully Kane went in the casket. I didn't really see the pay-per-view once again. But hopefully Kane went in the casket. And, of course, Kane got The Undertaker fucked up. Now, WWE versus the Nexus is one of the matches I did want to see. But like the review from Raw, like technically last night because it's probably 1 in the morning right now. But Nexus versus Team WWE, we all wanted to know who was the final man. The Miz came out, and of course it's not the Miz because nobody likes the Miz. It was one of the shockers of the night though, because the final man was Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson. And Bryan Danielson basically took out almost half of the Nexus because he eliminated like 2 or 3 guys, which is, if you're doing the math here, 7, it's basically half the roster. But Daniel Bryan did get eliminated by The Miz, thanks to The Miz, I should say, because The Miz attacked Daniel Bryan. And hopefully Alex Riley will be voted off, even though I am a fan of Alex Riley. I do not know why, I'm just a fan of Alex Riley. But he will get voted off of NXT, because there is no way in hell he's going to survive 2 eliminations. And I know that Husky Harris will be one of those people eliminated because, let's face it, Husky Harris, why the fuck is he even there? I mean, I know he's related to the Blackjacks. Blackjack Mulligan, Blackjack Lanza. But come on. Husky fucking Harris. Oh, man. That was probably one of the most fucked up names in WWE history. besides Lucky Cannon. But I digress. Team WWE barely won the 7-on-7. But on an interesting note, WWE versus Nexus continued on Raw. And if anybody didn't see Raw, I'll just spoil it for you right now. It was basically every single member of Team WWE will face every single member of Nexus in single competition. Wade Barrett said, if any member of the Nexus defeats is defeated, they will not be in the Nexus no more. Now, Wade Barrett faced Chris Jericho, and it was probably one of the biggest upsets of the night because Wade Barrett defeated his former pro Chris Jericho by countering the walls of Jericho, and it was just a major upset in my book. Another major upset in my book was, let me think, because there were so many interesting matches, was later in the night when Heath Slater defeated Edge via countout, though. Even though it was a win against Edge, it's a countout victory. Nonetheless, it is an upset victory from this one-man rock band, Ginger. Now, also was another countout victory was Justin Gabriel was going to face Bret Hart, but the general manager of Raw says he hates Bret Hart, which obviously means it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on, it's Austin. Come on. It's either Austin, because it's not Michaels, because Michaels and them made a truce and whatever, but we'll see what happens. Again, he said Bret Hart was no longer allowed to be in the WWE, will compete, maybe because he did make an appearance to unveil the new WWE Tag Team titles, which look kind of retarded. They kind of look like 2 X Division belts. Anyway, the replacement was Randy Orton, and it was kind of stupid because even though Justin Gabriel won via countout, Sheamus came out and interfered. Now, to be honest, I actually thought that it should have been a disqualification win for Orton, but whatever. The ref just counted them out. The ref didn't do shit. Fuck you, ref. But yes, Justin Gabriel is still in Nexus. Let me think. Skip Sheffield and what was it? Yes, it was Skip Sheffield and David Otunga facing R-Truth and John Morrison. Now, of course, Skip's team won with his new clothesline finisher, which was kind of interesting because he kind of goes like Festus at first, but becomes fucked up Festus. Anyway, there was one more match. It was Darren Young versus John Cena, and forgive me if I forgot a match there, because almost every Nexus member won. Actually, because John Cena defeated Darren Young, no surprise there, but Darren Young actually had a very good match. Darren Young proved that he is a good main eventer. Oh, I was missing a match. Michael Tarver defeated Daniel Bryan due to interference with The Miz and Alex Riley. They did not get into the match, but they distracted Bryan to make him lose. Again, Darren Young did have a hell of a match. And to be honest, I actually thought he was going to beat Cena, which would have been one of the biggest upsets since Jillian got a win tonight, which is surprising because why the fuck is Jillian still there? I mean, she was brought in as a consultant, and she's still fucking there. I mean, she has some talent. She's a fucking gymnast, for God's sake. Gymnasts have fucking talent for some reason. But it's 2010. Why the fuck is she still there? Anyway, Darren Young had a hell of a match. Darren Young lost, and Nexus beat the shit out of him. But it's surprising because John Cena is a better comedian than he is a wrestler. And everyone knows I hate John Cena. But he's a funny son of a bitch when he wants to be. But again, Darren Young lost, and somehow this became a SummerSlam / Raw review. So yeah, you won't really see those every once in a while. Hopefully, TNA's pay-per-view will blow them out of the water, just like they did with Hardcore Justice, which is actually a pretty good pay-per-view. And I'm not gonna review it because you guys gotta watch it. It was one of the great pay-per-views ever. I will spoil one thing: New Jack returns.